Hey everyone, this is Droid, coming back for the third episode of Droid Live to Tape. This week, it's been 3 years since Jagged Peaks came out. And Jagged Peaks was the first map we put out that we assigned the Diamond Badge. So this is legitsurvival.com, and I'm just going to scroll down to, we'll talk about some of this stuff. Progress badges. Let's see. As you probably know, we have 5 different levels of progress badge: wood, iron, gold, diamond, and netherite. And some time ago, I put together this guide so we can see what each one has. Jagged Peaks. I wanted to have like a really good collection of like all the stuff. Okay, so let's see. I want to do a new install of that Jagged Peaks map. And historically on the website, you'd go to maps, and I've got it kind of sorted in, well, sort of weirdly, in these made-up seasons. But I figured out I could use Notion to have our maps organized a little more, like in a way that we can like search for them, right? So let me just type Jagged. There it is. Love it. And then this gives me links to the Patreon post and the CurseForge. Pretty convenient. So go to download. And it gives me a second to play around with shooting things. Boop, boop, boop. Isn't that fun? Okay, Jagged Peaks. Good. Download into my folder. It's already done. Let's go to that. It's installing. See how easy that is? It's really easy to find on PC. Maybe not. Some people have had some trouble on the website through a browser on their phone. So here we are. Let's see if it actually worked. Yep, Jagged Peaks. Like I said, it's the anniversary of Jagged Peaks. 3 years. So I just thought I'd walk through the base and talk about its development a little bit. See it for the first time in vibrant visuals. And kind of experience it as maybe you would have if you had downloaded it 3 years ago. So let's see. I think we'll walk down. Yeah, it starts you in the natural spawn point with a place to have a little sort of base. Of course, we're in peaceful. There is a rail here that takes you through. But yeah, check that out. There's a reason this is the default Jagged Peaks seed when Caves and Cliffs first came out. So we'll take a little walk. So this map was conceived. This came at a time when I was making maps. I was making maps like every month. Like 1 month would go by and I'd have a new map out with a trailer and had some videos. And so the map right before this was called The Tale of the Two Towns. And that I love my little story and was way into it. And it really wasn't that exciting of a map. Let's look at a couple other things here. Again, if you've ever used the Jagged Peaks default seed, it's, the same one. You probably did something yourself with this little valley. But what I did is I put a little farm down here. What happened to the cows? Maybe they're in that back room back there. Experimented with alley crops. That did not ever work. Lucas did this one for me, and Iris built this little let's see, it's like a progression of hobbit hole type buildings built into the hillside here. This is a little lodge called the Red Bed. I should have her on as a guest. Iris Robinate is my daughter. And Lucas is my son. And then this building up here, I can't remember, is it a... Yeah, it's... oh, that's cool. They all got names and dyed leather armor. Yeah. My kids are really cool to have helped me out with some of my maps. And, I think what a running theme so far in Droid Live to Tape is my sort of... open revealing that I'm just a guy making his own personal maps and putting them out there. And I think really that is pretty obvious by you know, the relatively small response I get. And that's okay, because I really do it for myself. And I think it'll be interesting to have this sort of audio record of my thoughts in this time. Okay, so the last episode I talked about someone mentioning at some point that my organization is odd. That was the word they use, is odd. And I'm like, huh. It's a fair point. Because what you're looking at here is sort of like symbolic what's in these. So I guess I could guess that glass is up here, but there's also a bunch of other stuff. Bone, even? That is weird. Stone, okay, that makes sense. This, I know, is finery, but there's no diamonds. That kind of sucks. For a diamond level map, there should be diamonds. But I guess that's what this stuff down here is all about. Yeah. Yeah, this was, there was a lot of grinding to... Here, let's go in the portal. I just remember a lot of, you know, grinding through, making these tunnels, and ticking off everything on the list. You know, uh-oh. Oh, here. Yeah, that's great. I forgot about that. That is delightful. Every alley in the whole place flashed through the portal. So yeah, plenty of rails taking you to everywhere you need to go. Yep, you can go to the nether, dig for debris. That's pretty much it. Yeah, boy, it's been a while. Okay, LA, you gonna come with me or what? Yeah, it was just a lot of grinding to get all the things. Yeah, there they are. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I was gonna check and see. Let's go back and look at... let's go back to our videos and see... New map. We need the new map teasers. All the way back to... There it is. Jagged Peaks. Yeah, so this was... Yeah, this teaser was... Plenty of stuff had already been done. There's the title. Okay, great. Yeah, okay, so it says it comes out on 9/22, and then the video came out September 2nd. Okay. So I gave myself 20 days. That's what I was looking at there. 20 days to finish it, locking myself into a date. But I don't really do that anymore. That's something I learned, because I wanted to do more, but I think things came up and I didn't get I got busy. It's not like this is a job for me. I mean, it's like my hobby job, right? But yeah, I would have... Wow, they really want to hang out with me here. But yeah, I had imagined this was supposed to be sort of dwarf themed, but I didn't really leave anything dwarfy in it. I guess I'm just dissing myself here. Let's talk about what I do like about this map. Let's see. I like the rail system, because they're like different express rails going different places. Let's just go and check it out. Woo! It sends me to, I believe this is sending me to the Skeleton XP grinder, which is kind of nice. Take a look at that. Oh, I didn't even know we were not in Peaceful. How exciting. I don't have armor or anything. Okay, well, good. So the grinder's working. So the rail takes you from the base into the grinder, but where does it take you after that? On the way back. That goes up to the base, right? Takes you back to the valley floor. And actually this rail also is the same This is the same exit that were from the entry we saw earlier at the top. At spawn. Let's go back up here so I can get my little selfie shot to close it out and to make the thumbnail for this video. So what do you think? Do we need... Is it time for another... Oh, we're probably going to get phantoms. Is it about time for another snow-themed map? Should I find another mountain? Maybe we do another mountain-themed map? Thank you for joining me, and don't forget, keep it legit.